Jenna's Truth is a young adult novella. It's a book about a girl called Jenna Wilson, and she's a very ordinary girl. And what she wants more than anything is to be accepted by the cool kids at school. Isn't that what we all want? And things start to go horribly wrong for Jenna when she does find acceptance with the group, and cyber bullying becomes a massive problem for Jenna, and she's thrust into like the deepest, darkest pit of despair, and she can't find a way out, and she doesn't know who to talk to. And what she decides to do is she decides that the only way out of this problem is to take her own life. So the book, although it's very heavy, it hopefully is uplifting as well, and I aimed really to leave teens with a message of hope, and ultimately a message that we don't want them to leave. We don't want them to ever see suicide as a solution to what often is temporary problems. Then we want them to seek help. So I've tried to do it in a non-didactic way. I've tried to just show Jenna's, give you a little picture into Jenna's mind, and how how kids these days, the pressures that they have to deal with. So that's a little bit about the story of Jenna's Truth. Prologue. Now. Lying back in the water, I watch tiny air bubbles float toward the surface. The light is diffused as the sun's rays reach tentatively into the deepening water. It's all shimmery, like a beautiful piece of the world, demanding to be seen, and it makes my heart ache. The physical pain is worse, of course. Whoever said drowning is easy is a liar. My chest threatens to explode, and the pain in my ears pierces through me. It's as if metal vices are clamped around my head, threatening to cave in my skull. If I could, I would cry out for it all to stop, but it's too late, and the only person who knows I am sinking, struggling, dying towards the bottom of the diving pool is me. Regret is too flimsy a word to describe the thoughts crowding my mind. I circle around and around, locked in the madness of my own tragedy, the unreasoning stupidity of everything. I can't work out if I'm breathing water or air, and my arms and legs are so tired the surface could be more than 1,000,000 miles away. My last thought before I black out is that I shouldn't be here. I don't belong at the bottom of a pool. Diving into Hillcrest Pool this morning, with Dad's diving belt firmly around my middle, is by far the biggest and worst mistake of my 15 years. Jenna's Truth was inspired by the death of a Canadian teen, Amanda Todd. Amanda died in 2012. She committed suicide after she had been cyberbullied and had cyber hate for so many years, and the only answer that she could see really was to take her own life. So unfortunately and tragically, Amanda Todd died in October 2012. And before she died, about a month before she died, she had told her story of all the cyber hate and the cyberbullying that she'd put up with for years. She told it through the use of flashcards, and her YouTube video after she died actually went viral, so millions of people around the world saw her video. I saw her video. I've got a teenage daughter, and she brought it home and she showed me this really disturbing video, and I was disturbed. I was more than disturbed. Some tragedies, no matter how far away they are or how many people die, some tragedies just seem to reach out and touch you. And the death of Amanda Todd was one of those tragedies which I just couldn't seem to get over. And so what I decided to do was I couldn't bear the thought of teenagers dying from suicide because of cyberbullying. I just couldn't bear it. And all I could think to do was to write a story, and to write a story with a different ending. And I tried to show parents and teens that there is a way out, there is always a way out, and suicide is never an option. So that was the So yeah, so a 15-year-old in Canada that died, you know, a few years ago now, she was the inspiration, totally the inspiration behind the book Jenna's Truth. If you would like to buy a copy of the book, it's available online through a number of different outlets. Amazon, of course, Barnes & Noble, Booktopia, Boffins, Foyles. You can also order it online through my publisher, Serenity Press. You can go onto my website. I've got all the links. It's Nadia, NADIAL, and there's a page there under Jenna's Truth by Jenna's Truth. So if you're after the links, please feel free to go to my website and look those up. Otherwise, ask your local library if they would be interested in having the book on the shelves. But thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you'll read Jenna's Truth. Bye.